What it is, guys, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming at you with more Dokkan Battle content. It's shock, right? Utter shock. So we are still talking about the free-to-play tech team. It's kind of been a theme this week, and I'll just continue going, and we'll do a little light one tonight. But there is an event that is ending shortly that you are definitely going to want to take advantage of. Now, it is not free-to-play necessarily, but it will bolster your team if you've done any summons or anything like that. There is a little free-to-play aspect to it that will help out a lot, but we'll talk about this here in a moment. So, first things first, as you guys remember, this is the team that we built earlier in the week. This is 100% free-to-play. There is one thing on this team that really has been, an absolute treasure, honestly, and that is the surprising addition of Mighty Mask. This guy greatly lowers defenses on any unit you super with. So if you're up against one unit, as you typically are, especially in like Dokkan events, he will drop their defenses immensely. It's insane. So once he does that, then you're critting all the time. You're hitting them for just an amazing amount of damage. It doesn't help that most of my other units are Rainbow Starred in here. At least, well, half. I won't lie. Half of them are Rainbow Starred. But I could Rainbow Star him. I haven't. Shame on me. If you have him, it probably wouldn't be a bad investment. Legitimately, the only reason I have him is because we're going to do damage tests. And I don't want to do anything that would kind of interfere with those damage tests. And I sure as hell do not want to try to... I don't want to spend those orbs twice, if you know what I mean. So don't... Yeah. We could have a lot more health, we could have a lot more attack, we just don't at the moment. That is a decision as a content creator that I am taking upon myself. So, don't yell at me for that. We potentially have 4 Rainbow Stars, but we got 3 of them rainbowed right now. Now, if you guys weren't around for her event, hopefully it'll come back around in about 6 months or so. I hope that gets on a regular rotation. This Bulma was really a great unit to just randomly collect. She's not a hard hitter by any stretch of the imagination, but she bolsters your team very, very well. And she has, let's go back in here for a moment. Recovers 7,777 health per Rainbow Sphere collected. So she can really aid a team. It's phenomenal. And she has great link skills. It's just... she works very, very well. Now, the only thing I will say is if you really want to do an insane amount of damage and take on... and that's what we're getting into tonight. Take on a bunch of, some of the higher-end Dokkan events and things like that. Right now running... there is the, I forget the name of it, blah, 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 blah. Go Forth, Hero of Justice. What a stupid name. But anyway, basically the Saiyaman event. I don't know why it's broken up into 6 pieces. It's kind of dumb. But the gist of it is if you farm the medals, you can awaken not only the Saiyaman unit right here. I think I have the strength one of him, in fact. But more importantly, you can awaken the Saiyaman 2, the Videl unit, basically, more or less. Now, the nice thing about that is that she has also the greatly reduced damage modifier. So guys, a little stealthy editing here. I forgot to mention a little something about this event. Obviously, we talked about the event itself, but do be aware, this event is closing, on the 31st? I'm trying to remember. Where's the date? I don't remember the date now. Jesus. Where's the date? Okay, on the 5th. So you have until next Sunday. So jump on this, get those medals. They're fairly easy. They're not as bad as like, oh my god, Bio Broly's medals drove me nuts. For nothing, too. I hate that unit. But thus far, pretty happy with these units. Obviously, you also have the Gohans that you can get. I have not used them yet, but I have awakened them. I'll probably do a video about them next week, but definitely for the Videls, get those ASAP. I'll cover the Gohans here probably in the next couple of days and talk about them specifically, but it is... You do get... There's enough rewards. There's enough rewards to actually going through and doing this, but just make sure you're doing it, guys. That's kind of the key. Now back to your regularly scheduled whatever the hell I am doing when I splice this back in. So this is the unit that I'm talking about. Now, she is not free to play. She is a summon unit, though she is a very frequently found summon unit, in my opinion. I see a lot of her. It's not that hard to find her, to be completely honest. Believe she comes as an SR. Let's just double check here. I've got her pulled up already. Yeah, natively she comes as an SR. So to pull her, pretty much what you've got to do is you just got to do some summons. Even though I know this has primarily been a free-to-play thing, let's face it, if you're playing the game new, there's like 400-something stones you get just for getting up to rank 200. So if you're not spending some of those stones in order to bolster your team, I don't know what you're doing with them, but that's really what they're there for. You will encounter this card at some point. She is not that uncommon. So definitely farm up the medals. I'll go ahead and pull these up here. So it doesn't require an insane number of medals. In fact, let's go back here because I've already done most of her so that we can do it. Go away. Alright. So she requires, if you could see this here. Only one of each. So one of these Gohans, one of these Hercules, one of these Popoviches, and one of the Boos, and then 20 of the Bulmas. And then boom. You have this brand new unit. Now, once again, notice, greatly lowers defenses. Her leader skills, meh. She does reduce the damage taken from an enemy. That's kind of nice. Bulma is a 50%. She's a 25%. So she's a little bit of a tank, too. That helps out a lot. But more than anything else, you want to basically hit with her and hit with Mighty Mask. And then it just reduces the amount of damage taken. I'll go ahead and awaken her. Oh, she's not max level. Well, we could fix that real quickly. In fact, boom. 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 Probably should have used a training location, but that's alright. And of course, big success when you don't need it. Alright. Let's go ahead and awaken her real quickly. And I will farm up more of those Bulmas before this event goes away, because I want to get her up to SA20. Boom. There we are. Greatly lowers defense. Where does she go? Oh, she no longer has the super villain. Where did she go? There she is. Alright. Greatly lowers defenses. All that stuff you saw before. Link skills Blazing Battle. Awesome. Infighter. Meh. Hero of Justice. Meh. Senior Pro. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So really, Blazing Battle is going to be your best Link skill. I could swear she had better Link skills than that, but that's the thing. Now, I will say this. Ooh. If I can hit buttons. You will also come across this Videl very, very frequently. Not only does she come from a ton of summons, I think I got another one of her last night. Not only does she come from a ton of summons, she also comes from the friend summon. So, and I know she is an SR level. Do not throw her away, because she awakens to pretty much the same unit, but on the strength side. Now, she is free to play. She comes, like I said, she can come from the friend summons. There's a ton of units, the already Videl units that you can use to actually bolster that one if you get the one that comes from the same summons. Same Link skills. I think the Link skills, frankly, for the base unit are better, but the simple fact that they do greatly reduced damage is phenomenal. Now, one other thing, if you guys aren't already aware, let's go into the Baba shop. There is one more unit to really consider. Ah, Krillin. He has a Dokkan Awakening. I'm going to grab him, and we'll talk about him in a moment. But that's not what I was here for. Alright. This Yamcha unit. Now, I know most people are like, really, Yamcha? Really, really? Trust me on this one. 100% free to play. Also greatly lowers attack. So he will reduce the amount of damage you're taking on top of all your tanks. So let's say, like in my case, I have the TUR Hercule, so you don't have that. I have Jackie Chun for the seal. You don't want a seal, because I don't find that seal's really all that incredibly important. You can run this Yamcha unit. Now, there are 4 of him there, and 1 of him here. I haven't farmed him up yet. I've got enough gems. I don't want to spend them at the moment. But there are enough there that you could grab the 1, start feeding him, some of the lower end units, slowly build up his super attack, use these 4 to bolster him in the dupe system. So there's 4 here, 1 here. I'll go ahead and buy him. Boom. Let's go ahead and take a look at our new units. So, greatly lowers attack. Key plus 8. No, it's only once, but key plus 8. So, really, he wants to get off his super attack. Now, extreme damage could be better, could be worse. It is what it is. But these are great ways to bolster this free-to-play team if you don't have some of the other units. What I would do, in fact, I'm going to do it right now. Let's get rid of that Hercule. Let's go to Tech. I'll go by Super. Boom. Alright. Get rid of that Hercule, and let's throw on. Where did she go? There she is. Boom. Alright. I will need to upgrade her. She will not be a lot of fun to play like this, but neither here nor there. We'll run into a quick event, and we'll just do a little damage test with her and see where that goes. Alright guys, I am back. As you can see here, we have added I clicked the wrong one. Yamcha to our team. He is upgraded but not awakened. I do have Saiyaman 2 Videl. She is fully upgraded and awakened. She's only SA7, and obviously we don't have dupes of her. I need to farm up the rest of her medals. We'll talk about that here in a moment. So adding them to this group along with Mighty Mask, let's see how much we can mitigate the damage that's coming in and, allow more damage to go out. Let us jump into this and see what happens here. Alright guys, now as you'll be able to tell here, I did adopt the key path. We got a little bit of key, not a huge amount, but hopefully that'll help us out. Excellent. I want those 2 off in the beginning. That would be perfect. Now, can I get their respective super attacks off? Does not look like it, actually. You know what? For the sake of mitigating damage, I am going to have to break up the team. Okay, we need 8. That looks excellent right there. And then Mighty Mask. No! Oh! I thought I mathed that out right. Damn it. Alright, well anyway, we'll drop attack. The only thing that sucks is his defenses are garbage. Oh my god, he's getting super attacked. Oh, this is terrible. That is bad. Now only 50k. I would normally expect him to take a lot more damage than that, so that's not overly disturbing, but definitely not what I want to see. Alright, so his attack is down, now his defenses are down. And let's go in here. Probably should use the other one, that's okay. Yeah, I should have used the other one because now I am without ki. I did that backwards. Did not math that out well either. Apparently, I need to start paying more attention. And we're in a super fight with a free-to-play team. I'm not paying attention. This is about as dumb as you can get. Ooh, look at that. And that's with one greatly reduced damage. If we had done both, we probably would have been done with this already. Okay. That's that. We're moving on. Once we get down to it, we start, you know, paying attention to it and stop screwing around. Ooh. Okay. Okay. This is not a turn that I want to play with. I am going to Baba. I do not need to get super attacked right now. This is not the optimum scenario. I really wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's try this. That is 7, not 8. Well, that'll work. That is 8, isn't it? 4. That is 8. Damn. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of ki to waste. For science. Okay. Damage down. Now remember, he was sitting for 30k. Now his attack is down. And his defenses are down again. So his attack was cut in 2. That's really kind of the takeaway here. He went from doing 30k to doing 17k. And just for the record, before you start, yeah, Mighty Mask, she has a little bit more defense than Mighty Mask, but by like 1,000. It's not going to make that much of a difference. So it is about like popping an Icarus. Alright here. We are going to get supered. So just to be on the safe side, I don't want to screw around and lose it on the last level. And in fact, I'm going to throw Bulma up there. It's our sacrificial lamb. Boom. Alright, so with 2 defense reduction, double defense reduction, and an attack reduction, let's see what happens here. That will not be a super attack. Yep. That hurt. That hurt a lot. But his regular attacks do nothing. Man. So he basically took away half his damage in one turn with LR Goku. Under those circumstances. Now, I'm aware LR Goku had been hitting harder before. Actually, no, I don't think he was hitting that hard, was he? He's not a huge hitter. Let's be real here. I do know that the TEQ Angel Goku's hit pretty freaking hard. So, let us see what happened. For science. Now, I do want to be cautious here because I really do want to... I'm not going to get another... I'm not going to get the buffs back. I am not going to get the buffs back. This is not a good scenario to be in. Because his defenses are garbage. Ooh, Dokkan mode. Flubbed that one pretty good, huh, didn't I? Now, if we're extra super duper lucky, he'll just wreck his face and get a crit. Whoa! Again, not the most damage we've seen from him, but I mean, that just shows you how survivable a 50 level, you know, super event is. And again, I was playing it very conservatively, very cautiously, but you know, I think that goes to show you what some of these characters that people have just kind of tossed away, you know, SRs that you'd otherwise be fairly unassuming, are capable of. Now, the other one I really want to talk about here is Awaken. This guy right here. He is from the Baba Shop, especially with it when it's on sale right now. I'd highly recommend picking him up. I would be picking up the rest to do his dupe paths and then figuring out from there. But the number one thing about this guy, he's got good links. But if you didn't see my video the other night, he is getting an awakening. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Alright, so this is the release schedule. This is on dbz.space. You can look this up yourself. This is his Dokkan Awakening is dropping on Monday. He becomes essentially a TEQ type god lead from the previous, like basically on the level of god tanks. So he only does supreme damage. That's kind of a thing. But if there's one takeaway I can have from this, we've seen units with supreme damage do amazing things. Case in point, the free-to-play TEQ Angel Goku. Now, he also does +2 ki for all TEQ types. So if you're leading him for TEQ, whenever he comes up, he's basically worth 5 ki. Has halfway decent link skills. Shattering the Limits, not a bad one anymore. That's getting much, much, much better. Best Buddies, Courage, meh. But really his real benefit is basically as a free-to-play version of God Tanks, minus the damage. So I picked him up. You saw I picked him up earlier. I would definitely recommend doing it, especially while Baba's shop does have the 30% sale going on. He'll be 2,100 Baba points. So like I did that summon video last night, got a bunch of crap, feed it to Baba. Get him. I'll be opening his dupe paths and doing some damage testing with him in the next few days, right after his Dokkan drops. So we'll see what happens from there. That kind of is just kind of like info overload on free-to-play. Oh! Let me do this. Alright. I have the very last Hercule. In fact, I did it because I had to do some awakenings there for a little bit, and did some friend summons. This is it. This is the final one. From this point going forward, the Hercule videos are all going to be awakenings. Boom. Boom. That's my last Hercule. That is him, guys. So, we are waiting on the rest of the, I say medals, belts. As far as I have to call them medals. Belts for him. He needs 70 belts. And as soon as he's upgraded, we'll start getting him upgraded. And before, maybe before the new year, takes for damn ever. Some point, we will have our SA-20 fully duped Rainbow Star Hercule. We will do damage testing both at SA-10, SA-20, and Rainbow Star SA-20. So stay tuned for that. Should be very, very interesting. Yeah, that's like TEQ free-to-play overload tonight. I really wasn't expecting the video to be this long, but it's a thing, guys. Since it was TEQ free-to-play overload, let's check the stats real quick. I gotta do my nightly summon. I really, 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 really want Masked Saiyan and now TEQ Angel Goku both. The stats are not promising. Screw it. You guys gave me flack yesterday for screwing around and doing the... You know what? We'll just see if just dropping it goes. 3 pods. No transformation, no nothing. This looks pretty bad. Yep. Well, there's 5 stones I'll never get back. Alright. Well, that was not good at all. Anyway, guys, that's TEQ information overload. So now you know, that was a less than optimum team. I could build a stronger team than that. Just simply put, though, that was kind of the damage test, those new units. So I'm going to edit this up, get this online as quickly as I can. I will be redoing the test, too, on the int types, probably early in the morning. I know I received flack on that one, so we're going to retry it with someone other than Janemba to see what kind of damage we could do with our strongest TEQ team. Ah, my nose is going now. So, fall allergies. It's a thing. Alright, guys. That is the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good garbage. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up on Booker, and I will